This video is brought to you by Squarespace. Hi, I'm Allison. This is Wonder Crochet. Welcome back. I'm back today with another free pattern roundup, which if you're new here, I do free pattern roundups probably about once a month, because as a fellow lover of free crochet patterns, as soon as I find some new patterns that I want to try out, I definitely want to share them with all of you. So if you're brand new here and you're brand new to crochet and you'd like to learn how to make cute plushies like all of these, I have a full online course that I'll link in the description. It teaches you from the very beginning how to crochet with simple stitches, more advanced stitches, how to color change, how to read crochet patterns, and so much more. So if you didn't already know, I am a big fan of spring and all things floral. If you couldn't tell by my background. I'm a big nature lover, so every time that spring rolls around, it's another excuse to crochet new flower patterns. But today I thought it would be fun to share 28 free flower accessory crochet patterns. So these are 28 flower related patterns that you can crochet to make accessories for you or for a friend. I have purses and bags, headbands, flower crowns, hair clips, jewelry, accessories for your headphones, and so much more. So let's jump into these 28 free flower accessory crochet patterns. The first free pattern I have is one from my own blog, and it is this daisy coin pouch. This is a brand new pattern that I just designed, and it's based off of my daisy purse and sunflower purse patterns. Those patterns can be found in my shop, but this one is free on my blog. It's all one piece. So the flower on the front and then the little pouch on the back. This is all no-sew, so everything is crocheted on. The only thing that you have to maybe sew is the zipper right on the back. And that's also optional because if you'd like, you can attach it using fabric glue. I know that some people get a little bit nervous about sewing zippers onto crochet projects, but I wanted to see how well it would work if I attached it with fabric glue. It stayed on really well. I've zipped it open many times and I haven't had an issue. So if you're a little bit nervous about that, I promise you can just glue it in. If you want to make sure that it's very secure and you're not sewing adverse, then you can definitely sew it in. And one little tip about sewing zippers into projects, especially with this fluffier yarn, is not to use thread but to use worsted weight yarn. So if you grab like a light purple color, you can easily sew the zipper in using a sewing needle and worsted weight yarn. Again, totally up to you, but I really enjoyed creating this little coin pouch. If you wanted to, you could add a strap to it for a tiny little purse. You can fit a good amount in it, but you definitely can't fit your phone in it. So our first free pattern, the daisy coin pouch, it's free on my blog. The next free pattern on our list is by Chorshan, and it is this drawstring flower pouch. It's honestly so cute. This one is a video tutorial, so these patterns are a mix of written patterns on blogs or video tutorials on YouTube. A lot of them have both options, which is really great. But if you're looking for like the written pattern for this one, it's pinned right in the comments. So I'm a huge fan of this. It's honestly such a simple pattern, but looks beautiful with the little flowers on the drawstring. I actually started crocheting one myself. I just started it last night, so I'm only about halfway done with my pouch part and I haven't done the drawstring yet, but I'll definitely give you an update over on my Instagram whenever I finish it. But what I'm going to do is make the pouch green and then the flowers white with a yellow center so they look like a daisy. But this one is really cute, really popular on YouTube, so definitely check it out. Our next pattern is this crochet flower clutch bag, and this is by Thornsby Cottage. It's kind of like a little granny square pouch where the little granny squares make up this crochet pouch. And because of that, you can really do any colors, you can make it your own. There's a lot of options for this. I also feel like this would make a great gift. If someone gifted this to me, I would be so excited about it. And the little buttons to close it up just make it so much cuter. Definitely gives cottagecore vibes. Our next pattern is another cute bag pattern. I have a lot of bags on this list because there's so many cute floral bags. This is the Flower Motif Bucket Bag by Yarns and Hooks. Again, it has granny squares incorporated into it to make those cute flower designs. I know that the daisy granny squares have really gone viral this year, so it's really nice to be able to incorporate those into other projects, like bags like this, or blankets or sweaters. So this one actually comes with a video tutorial, so they say that it's perfect for beginners. So if you're a beginner crocheter and you want to give this one a try, it's a really adorable bag. Our next crochet bag is this Molly flower bag, and this is by Knit Hacker. Kind of. Flowers themselves are by Roman Sock, but Knit Hacker turned the flower design into a bag, so we'll say it's a collaboration. But these little puff flowers have been really popular, and I can see why. It's a beautiful design, and it's a lot different from the typical granny square bags or like flower shaped bags. I feel like it gives more of like a high fashion look. Like I feel like I would see this on a runway somewhere, especially with how popular crochet has been lately. So if you want to give this one a try, I feel like it would be more of a challenge than the other ones we've looked at, but definitely check it out. We have a few more bags on our list before we move on to our hair accessories, but I had to include this one, this joyful bouquet bag. I thought it was so unique with the different bouquet elements sewn on the front of the bag. It's giving art teacher vibes in the best way, and it's one of those patterns where you can truly make it your own. You can add just a couple different little flowers, or like shown here, you can add a plethora of different colored flowers. There's really endless options, and how the pattern is laid out is there are different elements and they show you how to do those, like the different leaves and the different flowers. And so truly you can mix and match this one. Our next bag pattern is actually a free pattern on Ribbler, and this is by Novelties. I hope I said that correctly. It's this flower shaped bag. And this is another really unique one. The bag is actually flower shaped, and it opens up and you can put your stuff into the little petals. I really love how this one was designed. And again, you can make any color flower out of this, make it unique, make it your own. I think it would look beautiful with some floral chenille yarn. I definitely want to make like a pretty pink one with floral yarn. I love having my own website to post free crochet patterns on. So if you'd like to create your own website, post crochet patterns, or even sell crochet makes in your shop, I definitely check out Squarespace. If you're not familiar with Squarespace, it's the #1 platform for entrepreneurs to succeed online. If you're looking to grow your brand more, or even just starting out, Squarespace makes it easy so you can have your own beautiful website. Not only does Squarespace make it easy for you to start selling online, but it has all the tools so you can sell physical goods as well as digital content and services. And there's also flexible website templates, so you can get started with a professionally designed Squarespace website template where you can customize the look, update the content, and then add the features to fit your needs. Even if you're a beginner with no web design experience, you can easily create a beautiful website with Squarespace. So if you're ready to grow your crochet business, head over to squarespace.com/wondercrochet to save 10% off your first purchase off a website or domain using code WonderCrochet. Thank you again to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back to our free patterns. Our next free crochet pattern is this easy crochet little flower bag, and this is by Little Magic Crochet. I think this one's adorable. It's really itty bitty. It's probably only about this big once it's finished, and that's obviously if you use the yarn that they use and the same hook size. If you wanted to make it a little bit bigger, you could use a bigger yarn and a bigger hook. Of course, I would love to see how it would look in a plushier yarn, or even a velvet yarn would look beautiful. But the creator of this also suggests that you can add it onto a bag as like a little bag charm. So a bag on a bag. For all of my fellow Aldi shoppers, I think that this would be perfect to store your Aldi quarter in. If that doesn't show what stage I'm at in life, I don't know what does. But honestly, I would love a tiny little flower bag to keep my Aldi quarter in, or even just a chapstick or something. So definitely check this out. It's another video tutorial, so easy for beginners to follow. Our next free pattern, and this is the last free bag pattern that I have, we'll move on to hair accessories next. This is by Crochet 365 Knit 2, and it is this sweet summer sunflower bag. I feel like this pattern is popular every year. It's just gorgeous. It's a simple granny square bag pattern, and a sunflower granny square is just quintessential crochet. I really think every crocheter needs to have a bag like this. So again, this is definitely on my list. It's beginner friendly. You can really make it look your own, but honestly, I absolutely love the colors that the designer chose. Okay, it's time to move on to our crochet flower hair accessories. This is my favorite category. Some of them are really giving Renaissance fair vibes, and I absolutely love that. So the first one that we have is by Yarnspirations, and it's this puffy flower headband. The puff flowers, I think, are just gorgeous. I think that they're easy to create, and making a whole headband out of them, beautiful. I would really wear this, and I definitely want to make one for my niece because I think that it would look so cute on her little head. And I've mentioned this in my other free pattern roundups, but if this is your first one, I always like to include some patterns from yarn brands like Yarnspirations, because if you're looking for just new free crochet patterns, you can obviously look on Google, look on Pinterest, there's tons of great creators, but yarn brands always have free patterns on their site. And it's nice because they link what yarn and tools that they use right there. This is obviously not sponsored by a yarn brand, but I especially love like the patterns on your inspiration site. This one also can be made into a hair clip, so if you're not really a headband kind of person, then you can definitely make a hair clip. And speaking of hair clips, I have another really cute flower hair clip. This is by Design Crochet, and it really is just a pretty simple flower. And I think adding little crochet flowers into your hair for springtime is just the perfect look. Whether you're an adult or whether you're making it for a kid, I think it works for everyone. What's cute about these is it uses a little pearl in the middle. You could even do a little rhinestone if you wanted, or you could just keep it all crochet. But I think that the pearl adds just a little pop of shine in the center of that flower clip. This is also a great size if you want to make little flowers to put on your amigurumi, make little flower crowns. I've done flower crowns for several of my amigurumi. I did one for this duck and for my Highland cow as well. So that's another option if you're looking for accessories for your plushies too, not just for yourself. And our next hair clip is by Vicky Staden, and it is this sunflower hair clip. I of course had to include a sunflower hair clip. I love sunflowers, and this one it truly is very simple. If you're a beginner and you really want to try something easy, something that you can wear, definitely check this out. Our next flower clip comes from Mahum, and if you haven't seen her YouTube channel, she has so many really cute, dainty crochet pattern tutorials. I'm a big fan, and this flower clip is just another gorgeous one. I love the ombre look of it with the pink and the white, and the tutorial also includes a headband as well, so you get kind of like a twofer for it. So I'll definitely be making one of these. Again, you can really make it your own with any colors, but I love the pink and white. Our last free hair clip pattern is this tulip hair clip by Lazy Bird Crochet. And I know I say this all the time, but this is just so cottagecore, and you know how much I love cottagecore and nature and things like that. These hair clips are just so gorgeous. I love the idea of taking a hair clip and crocheting around it, because it just like levels up just simple hair clips, and these are just so beautiful. You know I'm going to make many of these because this is another project where it doesn't take a lot of time, but it's really beautiful. Again, it would make a wonderful gift. I'm already thinking of a friend who would absolutely love these, and I just love the little ruffling around the edge of the clip, how you can make your tulips different colors as well. This is another video tutorial, so for my tutorial fans, definitely check this one out. Okay, let's move on from my hair clips to some headbands, and these are really gorgeous. I'm excited about them. So this first one is a tulip headband, so still on the tulip train, and this is by De La Han on YouTube. I've seen several different headbands like this. I've seen other flowers, not just tulips. I've seen a mushroom one, which was gorgeous, but I really like the simplicity of this tulip one. And this is another one that's really great for beginners. It's easy to follow because there's a video tutorial, but it's also just like a simple design, and I don't mean that in a derogatory way as well. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I think will look beautiful on anyone. Our next flower headband is a pattern by Gathered, and this one is really giving Renaissance fair vibes. You don't have to wear it like across the forehead like she is here. You could wear it just in your hair, but I really love like the chain look of it with the different flowers and the leaves on there. I've actually made this one already, but I couldn't find it. So if I find it before I edit this, then I'll definitely insert a picture. And I've worn it as a headband, but I've also worn it as a belt, and I actually love wearing it as a belt even more. It just adds something to your outfit, I feel like. And the little flowers just like peeking through on your belt and the little leaves, I think it's gorgeous. So if you're making your own Renaissance fair costume, or if you want to make your own belt or anything like this, definitely check this pattern out. Our next free pattern is by Garn Kooten, and I'm sorry if I'm saying any of these names wrong. Some of them are in other languages, so I'm so sorry if I butcher them. But this is a flower headband. It's really giving flower crown, and I love the look of it. It's much different than the last one that I showed you because it's just like fuller and a little bit bigger, but I think it would look absolutely beautiful. Again, it would look great for a Renaissance fair, or even if you are having an outdoor wedding or event, anything like that. I think this would be beautiful. Again, you can really make it your own by using different flowers and different colors, and it's a great project to use up scrap yarn as well. Our last headband is actually this flower crown. This is by Repeat Crafter Me. If you've watched my pattern roundups, I include patterns from her just about every time because she has so many. So if you're looking for something new, check out the patterns on her blog. I feel like this one is the most like quintessential flower crown, and she says that you can work it up in just an hour. If you need a flower crown for any type of event or you want to make something last minute, I think that this is gorgeous. It would also be beautiful for newborn photos if you make a small one, and I'm sure kids would love it for dress up as well. Now let's move on to a few bandanas and hats. This first one is by Yarn Over. It is this flower bandana. This is another YouTube tutorial, so easy to follow, and I've seen these bandanas everywhere. I really feel like they're always trendy, and especially for like festival season, this will be a great thing to make and wear. I can just imagine having a picnic in a field, wearing a long flowing dress and this flower bandana, which sounds wonderful. And I just really love how well granny squares translate into flower designs because they truly are so easy to make. And I put a second bandana on this list if you want just a little bit of a different look. This is by Michelle Jasek, and it's another flower bandana. I especially love the colors that she chose, but my favorite part is the scalloped edging on it. I think it just looks beautiful and dainty on bandanas, again giving cottagecore. And also, if you've never watched Michelle's channel or her tutorials before, they're fun and they're silly. So honestly, come for the cute design, stay for the fun. This is another one that's on my list, my never-ending long list of whips. Now, speaking of silly, this next one is a flower petal hat for your pet, and this is by Sir Pearl Grey. He was actually one of the first crocheters that I started following when I first started crocheting several years ago, and he has a lot of fun like character inspired patterns, but I think this one is just so fun, so silly. If you have a pet and you want to give them a silly flower hat, I definitely think you should. I think that you could also make it bigger if you wanted to make it like human sized. Again, it would be really cute for a Renaissance fair or something like that. You know how much I want a puppy, and as soon as I get one, I'm going to be crocheting cute silly things like this for it. I actually only have one hat for humans on this list. As you know, I'm not a big hat fan, they just don't flatter me, but if you are a big hat fan, this flower bucket hat is really cute. This is by J. Noel Boutique, and again we're using the granny square flowers to make something else really pretty. So if you're a bucket hat fan, granny square fan, this one's definitely for you. Our next accessory is actually a necklace. I didn't know if I would be able to include any crochet jewelry in this because I don't feel like crochet jewelry is that popular, but this choker by Viv Crochets is adorable. It gives a little bit of a different vibe than the other things on this list, and I love that. Super creative and dainty, and this is another one that's a YouTube tutorial. If you haven't checked out Viv Crochet's tutorials on YouTube, there's so many good ones. I don't know how she comes up with all of these different patterns, but I definitely appreciate it, and I know she has a big following on YouTube for excellent reasons. So if you want to try out crochet jewelry, if you like chokers, this flower choker, adorable. And along the same lines is this flower bracelet. This is by Yarnivora. This is another one that's a YouTube tutorial. Again, very pretty, dainty. I would love to make these as friendship bracelets for all my friends, and you know how much I love daisies, so this is another gorgeous one. I really like the pink and white that she used, but this would also look so pretty with yellow, and you could even alternate the colors on the bracelet as well. This accessory is a little bit different than the ones that we've been looking at, and it's a headphone accessory, and I know that headphone accessories were really popular last year, and it's just continuing to grow. So this Lily of the Valley headphone accessory is by Lil Things on YouTube. If you're a big Animal Crossing fan like I am, then you know how much I love Lily of the Valleys. I've never made a headphone accessory, but I feel like they're so cute and dainty and really just add a little bit of whimsy to something that is normally a little bit big and clunky. And you wouldn't have to just use this for headphones. Again, you could put this accessory on your belt loop. You could even use it as an accessory in your car, or if you're in school, put it in your locker or on your keys. There's really just endless possibilities for what you can do for these little accessories. And I think that's what I like most about, especially like the headphone accessory ones or the car hanger ones. You know, if you don't have a car, you don't have to put it there. You can put it anywhere else. On your backpack, on your purse, really anywhere. Which brings us to, I think, the most viral of the crochet accessories, and it is this Sprout headphone accessory. Again, this is by Lil Things. Really adorable crochet tutorials. This Sprout really went viral, and for good reason. It really is adorable, because who doesn't want a cute little sprout on their head while they're wearing headphones and studying or editing? So if you want to add some cuteness to your headphones, this is a really quick project. And next, along the same accessory lines, is this flower keychain. This is by Lingsy Handmade. Again, another YouTube tutorial, and I think that the look of these flowers are gorgeous. I really do. And if you do crochet markets, it's always nice to offer smaller things to sell, because sometimes people just don't have the budget to buy for like a larger plushie or something like that. So offering little keychains like this is still a great way to build your customer base and get people excited about the stuff that you have, but it doesn't take a ton of your time, so you can offer it at a little bit of a lower price range. Or if you just want cute flower accessories where you can put everywhere, I would definitely suggest this. And the last accessory that we have is this flower plant hanger. And again, you can use this to hang in your car, you can use it to hang off of your backpack, anything like this. And it includes tutorials for a daisy and lily of the valley, so it's just really cute and pretty. By Lella Lups on YouTube. And it says that it's beginner friendly. I haven't made this one yet, so if you do, let me know. So that's our whole list. Those were 28 free flower accessory crochet patterns. Let me know which ones on this list that you like, or if you've made them before, or if they're now on your list to make. I say this a lot about these free pattern roundups that I make, that a lot of the things are definitely on my list. My list is very long, but I'm in the middle of making, I believe, 3 of these ones because they're smaller. Most of these accessories you can make pretty quickly, and I love that. So if you don't already, please subscribe to my channel. Comment down below what types of videos you want to see next. I want to say a thank you again to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video, and thank you to all of you for watching my videos, supporting me, leaving me the nicest comments that just brighten up my day. As always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you real soon.